Hi, writers. Are you ready for today? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I was thinking a lot about our poetry writing the other day, and there are some really great poets out there in the world, like Shel Silverstein. This is his Where the Sidewalk Ends, and it's fallen apart. I've read it so many times. And sometimes it's easy to look at these and think, wow, that's not a lot of writing. I like poetry because it's not a lot of writing. And it's also easy to think, oh, it's really easy because I don't have to worry about capitals or periods or anything like that. And while it's true that the rules are a little bit more different with writing poetry, it doesn't mean that those things don't matter. It's absolutely not the case that poets don't care about commas or periods or capital letters, because here's the thing about poetry. Every single mark matters. Poets search for the best words, the exact right words, and they make sure that every single word on the page is exactly where they want it, because poetry is meant to be read out loud. So if they don't have the exact right marks on the page, if they don't have the words in the exact right spots, it's not going to turn out the same. So I wanted to show you a couple of poems from this author, Christine O'Connell George. And this is from her poetry book, The Great Frog Race. And I wanted to show you what she did and how we can use what she did to look at our own poetry. Okay, so this is her poem entitled Egg, and you can see one of the biggest things she did was she made it into a concrete poem, and that means that the words form a shape. And it's a pretty simple one. It's just an egg shape, but still she had a lot of intentions. So let's take a look at her marks that she made. So she has commas, she has a period here, she has a period here, and a period here. And you can see then she made the choice that every single letter along this side of the egg is a capital, even if it's not the beginning of a sentence. So she made that very specific decision. So you can see that poets really have to make some hard choices about what they're writing and how they're writing. It's not just writing a sentence. They really have to kind of make some harder choices. So there are no tags, no tabs or wrapping paper, nor flaps nor string, sticky tape or ribbon, never hidden up high on a cupboard shelf. Egg is a package that can open itself. Very nice, huh? And then we have this one here. This is September. And you can see if we count these words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's only 11 words. But when we read it, it's just amazing. And we can see all of these marks that she uses. Look at this. A period followed by a one-word sentence. So she's got 3 periods, this hyphen, and look at where she put all of her capitals and how she indented these 2 lines so that when we go to read it, it sounds like this. Sniff the air. It smells spicy, sharp, like freshly sharpened pencils. I love how she did that. It's almost like she put that there and it forces you to sniff the air. It's amazing what poets can do with their poems. So that's what I'm going to work on today with mine. So here's my poetry journal, and I've been working on a couple of poems. So I have my Chalk Love, messy drawings on the sidewalk. I walk by them and smile, hope it doesn't rain. I did my Lego one. Ouch, what did I just step on? There are a million Legos on the floor. Pick them up. And Santa Cruz, I can walk in the trees forever. I feel like the trees are grabbing for me. The wind tells me to stay. So what I want to do is I want to think about our poet Christine O'Connell George and what she did with her poems. And I want to really think about all the marks that I'm using in my poem. So I think I'm going to go with Chalk Love, and I'm going to try and redo it, thinking harder about the marks that I'm making over here. So messy drawings on the sidewalk. I walk by them and smile. Hope it doesn't rain. Messy drawings on the sidewalk. I'm thinking, do I want to keep that on the same line, or do I want to use a line break and move on the sidewalk by itself? I walk by them and smile. I like that, but I might want to put a period because I want them to stop there and enjoy the word smile. Hope it doesn't rain. I might put that on its own line and put a period at the end. And then I got to think, do I want to have that and smile be lowercase or capital? Maybe I want it to be capital. Let's see what it would look like. Let's see if I did line breaks like this and changed it up. Let's see. So here I'll do Chalk Love again. And I'll say capital M, messy drawings, but then I'll do a line break. Maybe I'll indent it, see what that looks like on the sidewalk. Period. And then I'll come back out here for I walk by them. And then I said I was going to try doing a capital and smile. Hope it doesn't. And then I was going to try a line break down here with rain. Okay. Well, and then I can look at it and I can reread it out to myself. Messy drawings on the sidewalk. I walk by them and smile. Hope it doesn't rain. And I can think about the music that that's making and if I like the way it is, or if I wanted to try it a different way. Maybe I wanted to push this back out over here and do a capital O and make these two match. Maybe I wanted to make that a capital R, or maybe I don't like how the rain is over here by itself. Hope it doesn't rain. Maybe I want it to all stay together. So you want to think about these things as you're working. And I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to work on Legos, because I can really think this could use an exclamation point. I didn't put a question mark here on what did I just step on. And then I want to think about how I want to do the pick them up. Maybe I want to do an exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Or maybe I want to put them all on the same line. So I'm going to play with Legos and see how it goes. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to look at some of your poems you've already done and think about how you can use every single mark and think about where you're putting the words on the paper and think about that music that you're making with your poetry as you're writing. All right, have fun.